So first things first, it is hot as hell in Texas. I've been living here for 3 years now and I am still not used to the summer. I'm definitely ready to go back in the house. This is not what it's not even 1 o'clock yet and it's burning up outside, but I love the sun, I love y'all, so let's get into it. And welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you can stay updated every time I drop a video. I keep getting asked is how do I feel about the FMCSA possibly regulating freight dispatchers? And I'm just saying, I've been telling y'all it was only a matter of time. Anything that you can make that much profit from, the government's going to try to regulate it, because the more you make, the more they want to take. So I do feel like it's happening. I don't know when. I had a feeling it was going to happen. I really give it maybe about another 2 years. Honestly, most carriers have to pay their taxes quarterly. So I feel like that the FMCSA is trying to regulate it so everyone within logistics has to pay taxes quarterly as well. I also feel like that's why you should always make sure you're keeping great financial records, and you kept great financial records. But always make sure you keep separate bank accounts. So yeah, I just feel like make sure you're doing everything legitimate. Make sure you have proper business filings. Make sure you have your EIN number. Make sure that you're paying taxes for your LLC and your business. Like, if you make sure of all of those things, you'll be a-okay. But yeah, I just feel like it was only a matter of time before they started regulating. That's why I was trying to tell people, all of my students get taught, keep everything business and personal completely separated. For times like this, it is going to come. I don't know when, but I do feel like they are going to regulate us pretty soon. It's too much money being made. Taxes, you gotta love them, you gotta pay them. Just beware, and like I said, make sure you're keeping everything personal and business separated. It won't be like a really big deal or anything like that. Next order of business is negotiating rates with the current gas price increase. So with this one, I would like to say this first. So brokers do get a set budget, so they weren't really planning on gas prices to inflate this much, just like we weren't. So with that being said, gas prices have literally doubled within the last 6 months. Brokers know this just as well as we know this, but because they have those set budgets, they cannot just double everybody's rate per mile. So it's kind of like we're all in a position that nobody wants to be in. You're negotiating for more. They can give you some, but they can't just give you all, because they only get a certain amount of money to work that. I still say negotiate with everything you got in you. Honestly, if it does not financially make sense for your carrier, then don't take that load for them. Just make sure you're always negotiating for the best possible rate. I actually recommend that you put your carriers on a contract right now. It just makes things a lot easier. And then you don't have to really worry about the daily dispatching hassle of, okay, this load is only paying $2 a mile, but gas is like $7 a gallon. So that doesn't really feasibly make sense for you or your carrier to take a load like that. Just put them on a contract, at least for the next couple of months until gas prices go back down. I know brokers and shippers get a certain budget that they have to work with, but as a dispatcher, you always need to remember that your carrier is what they need. Your carrier does not need the shipper or the broker. They need them to move the cargo. So as long as carriers and dispatchers keep demanding more, that will put brokers and shippers in a position where they have to adjust their budgets and maybe feed more money into the budget in order to get those loads moved from city to city, because right now it's not making a lot of sense. A lot of carriers are either breaking even or actually losing money due to the gas prices. Insurance has inflated. It's just been a lot going on. So logistics is taking a couple of hits right now, but we are still in a multi-trillion-dollar industry. So you just got to navigate it. Life is about adapting and, going the right way. You can't keep going left when it's time to go right. So just adapt to what's going on. We all wish we could change it, but there's nothing that we could do right now except for vote for better people next time. And not just for president. Like, we really need to go vote in these cities and really be active, because this is ridiculous. I'm not going to drop the fact that there is afterpay in the grocery store. People cannot afford groceries, and that is really sad to me. I thank God every day for the life decisions that I made and the path that I decided to choose, but like, I remember not being able to afford a lot, and thank God things were still cheap back then, because I'd probably be under during this current time where gas is $5 a gallon, and a gallon of milk has risen to like $6 in some places. Like, they're making it really hard for you to provide and be there financially for your family. So I just recommend everybody go out there and do something. I'm not the one that encourages people to quit their job and put your all into this. No, be smart about all of your decisions. Not everybody has the life where you can quit your job. So make sure you're doing the things that financially make sense for you. Dispatching is one of those things. I had 3 jobs and was still dispatching, and I made it through. I walked away from those jobs after a while, but I did that because I still needed that security. Like, we all can't just live that I'ma quit and put my all into this life. Like, I had real bills, I had real things going on. So yes, it is still possible to work a full-time job and dispatch. I worked 3 for 90 days to stack up enough money to live off of for the next 6 months so I can put my all into dispatching. Now, that was the plan. Don't just jump out there with no plan. You know, like that's where people get things confused. These people that's telling you to quit your job and just jump into something, they are not going to pay your rent. If your car gets repossessed, they're not going to come get it. They ain't going to pay your car insurance. It's a lot of things. They ain't putting groceries in your house. So you can't just listen to people tell you to just quit the thing that's making sense for you right now. What they should be encouraging is, we all get the same 24 hours in a day. You're tired, so am I. We all get the same 24 hours. You need to learn how to optimize your hours and genuinely go out there. You can have a full-time job and a side hustle. We all do it. You know, it's just about how much you want things in life. But that is my opinion. The last thing I want to say, so you all do know that I'm endorsed by TAFS. Once again, TAFS is a factoring company, which is nothing more than a financial institution for truckers and anybody in logistics, really. I think of it as the logistics bank. Like, everybody got a bank. Logistics is factoring companies. Question I'm getting is it a requirement for dispatchers to be a part of a factoring company? And the answer is no, it's not required. But honestly, you would be losing a lot of money if you don't get signed up with one. The first thing is, there's a whole host of benefits that come to you just by being an ambassador of a factoring company. And these are things that you will have to pay for if you're not an ambassador of a factoring company. So with that being said, you get free credit checks, you get discounted tire rates, you get a discounted TMS rate, which those are important. Anybody that has more than like 5 trucks that they're dispatching, you might want to look into a TMS system. But you get a discount on that. And the best thing about it is, when you become an ambassador, as a dispatcher for any carrier that you recruit to that factoring company, you will then get 10% additional of that carrier's income paid out to you in a stipend from TAFS. So if you already make 10% from your carriers, at the end of the month, TAFS will send you a mirroring paycheck. You'll be missing out on money. So is it a requirement? No, but it does make your life a whole lot easier. And it's another source of income within you doing the same thing. So you don't have to even work too hard, and you get a monthly paycheck. So I don't know, y'all know, it's just all about money. So in me, I just feel like with you just becoming an ambassador for free, you literally get 20% of a carrier's income every month, and you didn't even work too hard for it. So as long as you're making money, it's all about money. It's gonna come to you, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, those are my opinions on those few topics. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all around.